this is where you're going to grow your business. So think of it this way: champion. I always think of champions as that. These are going to be the people that are going to help make my number. Right? They're going to be the individuals that are going to help make my quota. Growth is they're going to help me grow that business. Exactly what the word says. Because guess what? Everyone's numbers are going to go up. They're not going to go down. So, what are some conversation points, or questions, or things you want to focus on for growth folks? What did you guys come up with?
Differentiating factors, from us and the competition.
All right, so comparing and contrasting us versus the competition. Maybe there's certain services we do that they don't, and vice versa. Is everyone toward their competitor building? That's one of your things? I'm jumping the gun? So why is touring your competitor building so important?
See what they have to offer. Just make them get lazy.
Yeah. I mean, maybe they're an old, rundown building, and you're like, oh gosh, this is going to be easy. Right? Maybe they're brand new, sparkle, shiny. And you're the really run old, and you're like, wow, I need to take a different angle. And guess what? If you're not we call it secret shopping. If you're not secret shopping them, they're secret shopping you. Good. What else?
Bedside selling, like go to the bedside, when you get a referral, go meet the patient, go meet the family, so they have a face with the place and trustworthy, and that's really good to the business managers as well. I mean, I don't know if they do this as well, but they always say, I'm so glad you always come, and when they have a referral, you always come with the family, you always come with the patient, because I think some of our competition may not do that.
We should always lay eyes on the patient.
And then talk about more different things like our specialty programs and, rehospitalization rates and things that,
Okay.
positive.
I always use a different angle because we have a rundown building and Vegas and Heavens is beautiful, neat facility. So I always try to talk about the staff there and how, most of my nurses have been here 10 years or plus. So I love our building, staff is still there. I use that angle process.
Right. Yeah. Now, what are some things we're going to want to ask? What are some things we're going to want to ask or uncover for growth customers?
Ask them what they need then.
All right. So currently, what are you looking to fill? Yeah. What else?
What would you want in a person like or a company like us?
I'm glad you brought that up. Because what? So go ahead and say that again.
What is it that you would looking from a company like us?
Okay.
Like discovering their needs. What you
Be careful with that question because guess what? I guarantee you to describe who they're referring to. Well, I would love if you did this, this, this. Oh wait, the person I'm using is currently already doing that. Be very careful with asking that question. All right? Let's drill down though. Teaching institutions. Typically they hold on to patients. Does anyone have a teaching institution in their geography? Just one person. Okay.
I do, but I'm not assigning it.
Okay. So one of the barriers I'm sure you see is, so what are some questions or what are some things that we're going to have to point out in those markets so they don't hold on to it forever, or at least hopefully we can make a budge? What are some things that maybe you can?
Why are you holding the patient while you feel they're not ready? Well, we can do it.
Right. So a lot of it's uncovering why they're holding on, maybe educating.
I think it's educating those doctors that are working on it.
A lot of them is
No
educating the
idea.
doctors. Yep. A lot of them is educating your doctors and your staff. It helps differentiate care. There's going to be a lot of selling going on here. And a lot of education going on here because maybe they don't know there's certain things you're able to do that the competitor does do, and you need to differentiate that way. You guys talked about outcome data. Outcome data is a wonderful thing to help differentiate yourself. If it's favorable, of course. Okay? We got horrible lead rates, though. Right? The thing is that there's going to be a lot of probing, there's going to be a lot of questioning and needs analysis, and then we're going to have to sell and differentiate ourselves against whatever process that they're using. Okay? Let's compare that to a champion. That's you guys. So let's compare that to a champion. You'll see a stark difference. Go ahead.
Some of them do want the outcomes. They want to know that their patient is, happy, update on it, difficult ones, seeing difficult. Just knowing that they can feel like they're doing it.
Like building relationships with the town.
How so?
Kind of like networking.
Ah, there it is. So champions can be used as a springboard to get to other customers, right? So in addition to outcome, status updates, success stories, and all that good stuff, right? We want to keep these people happy, right? They can be used as a tool for you to get to maybe someone who's here. Or maybe someone who is here that we could move to here. I don't know. So champions are great networking opportunities to other individuals, other practices, maybe closed areas or closed clinics or closed physician groups. And you got someone who's an advocate for you. Sometimes they'll speak on your behalf and they'll do the work for you. The true definition of a champion is when you're not in that hospital, they're positioning Kindred for you. So when you're not there, someone's doing the work for you. Much different than education, needs analysis, finding out where the gaps are. Maybe it's a service recovery thing and they don't like us, so they use somebody else, versus networking, success stories. See the difference? Big difference in how we approach our customers. Maintenance.
Just making sure that they continuously know that what our scope is. Not a lot of education, but small. Just making sure that we're identifying the patients that we can't take from them.
Yeah.
If we can provide better services.
Yeah. Again, it's kind of like the due diligence stuff. It's making sure they have everything they need just to keep the ship running. That's pretty much all we're doing because we're going to invest our time right here. We're going to uncover and sell. We're going to continue to grow. Make sense? This is very important, guys. So in your 90-day plans or whatever tools that you guys use in your strategic planning process, look at your high highs, high referral, high conversions. Get your top 10, top 20, whatever the number is. Those are your champions. Look at your high lows. High referrals, low conversions. Guess what? Growth. Your top 10, your top 20, whatever number you want to work. And then you got 30, 40 customers. If you focus on those 30 or 40 customers over the next 6 months between now and the end of the year, you will be plenty successful. You will not know what to do with yourself again. It's that easy. If you promise to tell a friend, they'll throw in the squeegee. What questions do you have? Yes, ma'am.
How much time do you spend in champions role? So do you spend more time with champions to maintain the relationship or more time with growth as customers to make higher or growth? So how do you balance it out?
It's a good question. So the question is, if I want to spend 80% of my time here, how do I divvy it out? You're not going to like this answer. It's kind of wishy-washy. It depends. Really, guys, it really depends. You're going to have to look at your specific geography, and you're going to ask yourself, what makes the most sense? Because maybe your growth customers that you've identified are difficult access. You can't get a lot of face time with them. Maybe it's appointment only. So you're going to have some barriers with regards to time management. You're going to have to navigate them. So it really depends. I would say again, when you look at your week, right? Let's use that 40 number as an example. If you look at your 40 calls per week, 30 to 35 calls should be somewhere in this world. And then the rest is kind of like what we're doing. The 1 to 2 systems. But as a physical breakdown, there's so many variables. You have to really just kind of make that call. And maybe 1 week or a couple weeks you blitz these guys, right? Because these guys are rocking and rolling. Like, okay, these guys are good. I'm going to spend my time here, and then you switch. A lot of variables. That's a very analytical answer. I'm sorry. a look at the data before we give you the answer. Good question. What else is on your guys'? No? Going once? Going twice? 2.5? Okay, how about one cheerleading clap? Can we do that? Oh, that was horrible. One more time. One cheerleading clap.
We're clearly.
There you go. All right. That's okay. Second time the charm. Okay. So that's the first part of selling skills, guys. We talked a lot about our competencies, like market knowledge, business acumen, customer service, clinical knowledge, all that stuff. We talked about social style. We're going to incorporate all those things as we begin our sales process with opening mode, dialogue mode. So Bridget, Team Bridget.
Bridget
Team
Lynn.
BB. She has some collateral items to review with you. So we'll turn it over to her. You have your bundle of goodies. You're going to get some treats, some giveaways here. That
I
she
wish
has.
we had giveaways. I love giveaways.
Chocolate? No, you can't. No chocolate.